Hi, my name is Robin Wong. I'm a photographer based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I have with me the TTArtisan 75mm f2 lens. In this video, I want to talk about why this lens is too good to be true. And yet it is. Let's do this. Before we start, here are some important disclaimers. TTArtisan did send me this lens, and I do get to keep this lens after making this video. However, I made it very clear to TTArtisan from the start that they have no control whatsoever on what I want to say in this video. I'm sharing my honest opinion about this lens, having used it extensively for several shooting jobs as well as for my personal shooting sessions. We're gonna do this video a little bit differently. This is not exactly a review, but I do want to share the things that I really like about this lens and why I think this lens is too good to be true. Well, I can't share my images from my professional shoots because those are private clients, but I can share my street photography images, and let's take a look. Reason number one why I love this TTArtisan 75 f2 lens, it is compact size. For a full frame lens, this is truly a small lens. This lens fits the Nikon Z mirrorless full frame cameras, and I've used it on my Nikon Z5. Compared to say the Vutrox 85 f1.8, this TTArtisan 75 f2 is so much smaller. Although it's not exactly the same, there's about 10mm difference in focal length, f1.8 versus f2, but look at the size difference. And if you've been following my channel, you know that I really appreciate small and compact lenses. Reason number two, why I love this lens, it is so light. This TTArtisan 75 f2, it weighs only 328 grams. That's truly amazing for a medium telephoto mirrorless full frame lens with autofocus. And I'm really impressed that TTArtisan managed to keep the weight down for a lens with full metal construction. This brings us to reason number three, why I love this lens, is the construction quality. This lens is solidly built, it features full metal construction, it is very reassuring in hand, there are no creaky parts, it doesn't feel like a cheap lens at all. And I really appreciate the metal build despite the budget price tag. Reason number four, why I love this lens, it has click aperture ring on the lens itself, meaning that you can control the f number from the lens by rotating the aperture ring, and there's the clicked feedback for you to roughly estimate how much aperture you have stopped down or open as you rotate the aperture ring. I think this is very important for photographers who want more tactile feedback using their camera and lenses. Now, before we go to reason number five, let's take a look at more photographs. Reason number five why I love this lens is excellent image quality. TTArtisan claims that in terms of lens construction, this lens consists of 10 elements in 7 groups. It also features some special glass. It has 4 high-index lenses and 1 extra low dispersion lens. Generally, I'm very happy with the images coming out from this lens. Even shooting at wide open aperture f2, this lens managed to produce excellent sharpness. Images come with a lot of fine details and really good contrast. The sharpness is consistent from edge to edge, corner to corner, and I wouldn't hesitate to shoot at wide open f2 if I have to. Reason number 6 why I love this lens is its beautiful bokeh. in the out of focus area rendering, this lens managed to render really smooth, creamy, buttery, beautiful bokeh. It doesn't look distracting, it is not nervous, and I think this is an excellent lens for portrait. If you want to shoot a lot of people, photography, you can get sharp foreground, the people that's in focus, and you can get blurry background that looks really pleasing. Reason number 7, fast and reliable autofocus. This is especially important because when you use a budget camera, say the Nikon Z5, which is an entry-level mirrorless full-frame Nikon Z system camera, you do want to pair it with budget third-party lens options to minimize cost because you are on a budget, right? And I'm very happy to see that this TTArtisan 75 f2, the autofocus performed flawlessly on the Nikon Z5. I've brought this combination to shoot several jobs, paid professional shoots, and this lens and the camera combination, they perform flawlessly. They managed to keep up with fast-moving action, autofocus nailed critical moments. I was very happy with what this lens can do. Reason number 8, my final reason, the budget price tag. For such a compact lens with metal build, it has nice features like click aperture, it produces excellent image quality, the lens is already so sharp wide open at f2, and yet the lens has amazing autofocus performance, and it's only asking for $178 US. To me, that is too good to be true, and yet it is. Of course, there is no perfect lens. For a budget lens, there will be some compromises. If you shoot against high contrast areas, surely you'll see traces of chromatic aberration. The bit purple fringing is quite noticeable. If you point this lens against strong sources of light, there will be flare, ghosting, and images will come out with less contrast, a little bit softer. But none of these are deal breakers, if you ask me. For the chromatic aberration and purple fringing, you can easily correct them in post, and it's not too severe to begin with. In terms of flare, ghosting, just point the lens slightly at a different angle, shoot from a different position, you can avoid that problem altogether. Overall, I'm very happy with what this 75 f2 lens can do. We don't have to break the bank to enjoy high quality glass. I'm really impressed that TTArtisan can make a metal constructed lens. It is solid in construction quality. Excellent optics, you get sharp images at wide open f2, which is a bright aperture, you can do a lot with that. And still keeping the size down, it's so compact, so light, I can't believe how small and how light it is. And autofocus performance is blazing fast. All that, and they're asking for only $178. That is insane. Like I said in the beginning, it is too good to be true, and yet here we are. I wish that these third-party manufacturers, they continue to push high-value, high-performance lenses like this TTArtisan 75 f2, and finally photography can become affordable and everyone can enjoy it. If you've enjoyed looking at my sample images and if you've benefited from my sharing, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do that. Any small contribution goes a long way, will definitely help me to continue making more content. Until the next one, please go out and take more photographs. Bye-bye.